can get started. So, hi everyone, I'm Gaurav, one of the co-founder at IOSF. So, this meeting is in collaboration with IGDTU, like GDSC IGDTU for the Hacktoberfest. So, what is Hacktoberfest? Basically, it's a 1 month long contest where people can from all over the world can contribute to any open source projects. So, it was started by DigitalOcean and now in collab with GitHub and GitLab. So you will also get a T-shirt, Hacktober T-shirt when your 5 PR got merged. So let me present my screen for the presentation. Is my screen visible? Uh,
Yeah,
okay, sure. So I'm here to present.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Thanks. I'm here to present our project called as Dynamic CLI. So before let's jump into what our organization actually does and what is our vision. So what is IOSF? Basically, like when I was in college, so I was trying to contribute to open source community, but I can't because their code base is too large and there was less guidance, and also there are some kind of other problems as well. And this is one of the problem which we are solving through IOSF. So we want beginners and intermediate to peoples like to contribute to our organization. Not only developers but designers can also contribute. So so this is like what's our vision basically. So what we are like how it got started. So idea is not to just like we got the idea of IOSF and we just start coding, and then if you see in the GIF, so it's not like that. So there was many to and fro because it was started in February 2018, and then like now it's 2021. So we have done so many to and fro's like changing our project and all these kind of things. So and now we introduce one new path for designers as well, because I can see most of the community doesn't like have designers, so that design can also contribute to open source. So we have that part as well. So what we have done so far, so we collaborated with like some of the few things, like some of the few organization. One is Sugar Labs. So we collaborated with Sugar Labs, as in like Sugar Lab act as an umbrella organization for us, and we are working under that in 2019 for the Google coding. And this icon is for diverse influencer. So one of my friend which was in IBM, she was like started this diverse influencer. So we collaborated with diverse influencer as well for the taking the mentorship session for the students for the open source community. Last but not the least, we also collab with GirlScript as well. Uh, like in their like as a you can say our project Dynamic CLI is in the GirlScript. So moving to I'm here to present like Dynamic CLI. So moving to Dynamic CLI. So what is Dynamic CLI? Dynamic CLI is basically a modern and user-friendly command line application. So where you can do anything from the terminal. So we have some of the few features which you can done from the terminal. So as a developer, what we have like what will you do like when you try to code something? So when you are stuck something, so when you are stuck, so you will go to Google and just type your answer and all those things, and you will find one Stack Overflow link, and also like you will see some of the others answer as well with upvoted votes, right? So you will just see like this is our answer, and you can copy paste, or maybe you can like see like how does it like goes, and you can also try to replicate that part as well. That is about the how you like how your flow goes from like from a developer to get a frustrated, and then you'll start searching on Google, and you landed a one question like one Stack Overflow link, and you will see your answer. So this is the same thing we are doing in Dynamic CLI, and this is the one feature. So I'll show you the live demo like 5 minutes like later. So I'll show you that demo as well. So other than that, we have second feature which you can test your API. So as a backend developer, so how do you test your API through Postman or maybe some other tools as well? So why like you want to leave your terminal when you are testing your API from when you can test your API from the terminal as well? There is one thing called as curl. So you can test your API from the curl as well. But there is a difference between dynamic CLI and the curl. I'll show you later on. So From Dynamic, you can also test your API as well. We supported till now get, post and then delete. So I opened some of the issues for put request as well and the patch as well. So if you want to contribute, so most welcome. So and the third thing which developer faces is, let's say if you run one problem, so you just go to Google and search it, so you will find one Stack Overflow link. So let's say another day, let's say 2 days, maybe 2 days back, you face the same problem. So what you will do? You will again Google it. You will again find the same Stack Overflow answer. So it will time consuming. So through Dynamic, we can also solve that problem as well. So from Dynamic, you can, let's say if you search a question and you will file some of the few question which is really, really interesting. Maybe they can help in future as well. So what will you do? You just type P and it will save it to your playbook. So we have a thing called as Dynamic Playbook, where you can save your dynamic thing, like save your questions as well in the playbook as well. And one more thing, let's say your computer got lost or maybe got damaged. So you got a new one and you will again install a dynamic CLI, but that playbook was missing. So what was, how will you solve that problem? So we are solving that problem as well. So there is one thing called as Notion. So we are integrated like the Notion with the dynamic CLI. So what will you do? You just have to type dynamic hyphen Notion and it will redirect to a page where you can log in through Notion, and you can upload like your playbook to the Notion, and you can also download your playbook to the Notion, so it will automatically got saved in the dynamic terminal. So that is also missing, like half of the part we are already done, half of the part is missing. So if you want to contribute, I opened a issue for the same as well. So you can log into Notion, the first part is done, and you try to upload to the Notion, that is pending. So if you want to contribute, most welcome, I opened that issue as well. So let's jump into like the live demo of what is dynamic CLI. So before that, I'll show you how does like what is a repo. So this is the dynamic CLI repo. We have so far we have 104 stars as well, and 69 votes. We have opened issue, that is 21. So
ये एक जन्म के
you can see all the tags here, like Hacktober effects, like Hacktoberfest accepted as well, and also some kind of level as well. So let's say this is level 3. So level 3 is quite intermediate. So if you want to contribute, like most welcome, but still that is level 3. So that requires some kind of like knowledge from that part as well. But if you want, so you can get like comment that as well in the same issue, and we'll like try to help you, and we'll try to like provide some reference kind of thing, so that you can also contribute. So you can see all the tags here, like Hacktober effects, like Hacktoberfest accepted as well, and also some kind of level as well. So let's say this is level 3. So level 3 is quite intermediate. So if you want to contribute, like most welcome, but still that is level 3. So that requires some kind of like knowledge from that part as well. But if you want, so you can get like comment that as well in the same issue, and we'll like try to help you, and we'll try to like provide some reference kind of thing, so that you can also contribute to that feature as well. That is level 3. So these are the things. So before that, I'll start the live demo. What is dynamic CLI is. So let's say I install already the dynamic CLI in my local. So let's say dynamic hyphen help. I just type. So it will give all the things which is there in the dynamic CLI, like all the features. So one is all the argument. Let's say one is help. So this is help. So it will show up all the argument which is there. And another thing, like you don't know what is dynamic, so you just type dynamic, or maybe dynamic hyphen start. So it will just introduce you to what is dynamic CLI is. The third thing is basically if you want to search your question on Stack Overflow, you just type dynamic hyphen s, and it will ask for a question and a tag. So let's say question is basically if you are getting 404, or maybe if you are doing some API thing, or maybe your static files are not loading in the front end, so just type static files are not loading in front end. So and just add a tag there, let's say Python. So it will search all the question related to that as well. So if there is no question, so it will show up like no question, please try something else, or maybe these kind of things. And you can check what version like did you install for the dynamic. So that is also there. So let's say if you type one question that is not there, or maybe you want that question to be in the Stack Overflow, so you can also go to the website of Stack Overflow and create a new question as well. And second thing is basically you can type do it from the dynamic CLI as well. So you just type dynamic hyphen n, and it will redirect to a page with the Stack Flow open, and you will see one like a page with the create button, and then you can create your Stack Flow question on that as well. So it will post it that to the Stack Flow. So that is the third thing. If you want to save your answer to the file, so that is also there. If not, so there is one thing, you just type p and it will automatically save your files. And this is something else which is not needed. If you want to update, so check your updates of the application, like dynamic application. So you set dynamic hyphen update and it will update, or maybe tell like this is the latest update. You can just upgrade yourself, like update your dynamic scaler. And talk about the APIs, so you can test your APIs as well. So we supported these three as of now, but I added some of the few issues as well. You can also try to contribute to that as well, like the patch API, what is patch, and you can also try to contribute to that as well. So I'll show you later on. So this is the playbook where you can see all the playbook as well, like what are the things which you saved in the playbook, and also you can organize or maybe delete that answer in the from the playbook, because you don't need that. So that is also there. And you can last but not least, like you can log into Notion and upload your thing to Notion as well. So half of the part is done, so you can log into Notion as of now. But the other part is basically to upload that part to Notion, so that is pending. So I created that issue as well, so that is good first issue. So if you want to pick up, so most welcome. So I'll show you the live demo of dynamic like searching part. So let's say I type dynamic -s, it will ask like what do you want to search. So let's say I stuck on Django, so let's say my static files are not loading. So I just type static files not loading, maybe I just add maybe Django or maybe Python, so I just add Python. So it will just searching. There is no answer. So let's say, so if you want to create that as well, so you can just create dynamic -n and it will redirect to a page, or maybe you can type dynamic -n and you can type your like thing, the static file is not loading. So let's say if I type something else, let's say dynamic -s, if I type something called as, let's say I don't know about GitHub, I just type GitHub, and tag is also GitHub, so I just type GitHub. So let's see, okay, getting the answers, searching answers. So it will like it will show up all the answers here. So this is the all the questions which are already there. So it will give you it will give you the most relevant question on the top, because it will sort on the basis of upvotes on the Stack Overflow. So it will sort in the decreasing order, and it will show up the most relevant answer on the top. So you can toggle between them using the up arrow and down arrow. So this is also the one feature. And also you will see the answer from here, like the preview thing. If you want to, let's say if you want I want to see that in the Chrome, so you just type enter and it will redirect to Chrome, and it will open up that same question which has more upvoted votes. If you see like 4,842, so just go back to the same thing. So you can like do up and down, and you can see all the others answer as well. So let's say this is the main answer, and if you want to save that answer to the playbook, so let's say maybe I can face that issue maybe in future, and that is the answer. So you just type p, and you will see something a pop-up called as question added to the playbook. So it will add that question to the playbook. Just remember the question is how to add the images to readme. So that is the question. So you will see the that's the same thing in the playbook as well. So I'll show you later on. So you can toggle between them, and you can save it to the playbook, and you just type there is a thing called as like up arrow, down arrow to like navigate, Q2 or escape to quit to the terminal, enter to open up in the browser, and P2 save it to the playbook. So if I type Q, so it will show up ended up like this, and it will say hopefully you found your what you are looking for. You can save your answer to a file with -file. Otherwise you can type just P. It will also save it to the playbook. So not found, you can open your browser like using the same thing called as dynamic -n, and you can just type your title, or maybe not title, you just type dynamic -n, so it will lead to a page of Stack Overflow with the new question opened it. So this is all about dynamic and with the Stack Overflow. So I'll just show you how does the APIs works, like how do you test your API from dynamic. So let's say if you type dynamic -get, so let's see, I want to test the API with the get parameter. So I just type dynamic -get. So it will ask for the basic thing, that is URL. So I have some few things as well, uh, which is this one. uh, let's go to the this thing. So I just type this thing. So if I press enter, it will ask for header. So if there is any header, no, there is not any header. So just press enter, so it will show up all the response in the terminal. So if you want that thing in the JSON, so you just save it to the JSON as well. You just type SUI and then it will save it to the JSON as well, your response. If you don't want to save, so just type N. So like it will say like your response is not saved because you enter N. So this is how the get works. So let's jump into the post one. So let's type dynamic hyphen hyphen, or let's say hyphen post. So it will ask for the URL, right? So that is the URL. So let's say I type this URL. So URL is API hyphen users. So it will ask for header. I don't have header. So it will ask for payload. So what is payload? Basically, if you want to make a post request, you will have to send some data which will get saved to your database. So that is a post request. So I have the payload, IWS. So it will give up two options. One is basically for sending the data, or like from sending the data payload from terminal or maybe from JSON file. So let's say terminal is like quite not very handy. So you will have the data in one line because that requires the string, otherwise it will break. So let's say I have other option as well. So let's say from the JSON file, let's say I type second one, I have the JSON file. So I have JSON file already ready, which is this one, like the name with the JSON field called as name and like job. So I have the JSON file already ready. That is API.json. So I just type it. So it will show up that is like your thing is got created. It will respond like return a response of 201, that is redirect, and it will return that thing as well. So if you want to save your response, just type N. If you don't want, so just type N. So it will save a JSON file. So I just type N, so it doesn't save anything. So this is how the dynamic CLI work. How does that work? So basically, what is the difference between dynamic and the curl? They both are same right now, but later on we will introduce one thing called as autocomplete, and you will see there is autocomplete thing as well. So let's say if I type something called as get some, which is already there in the market. So if I type dynamic, so it will show up this thing. So we want that thing as well in our dynamic CLI. So we created like that issue in the dynamic repo. So if you want to contribute, I just add all the references, all the things which you want needed to implement that thing as well. So that is already there. So this is all about dynamic and how does dynamic works. So let me show you like the dynamic, like the organization, the repo. So let me share that repo in the chat as well, so that other will also get thing. Okay. So this is the like the page for that our organization. So we have a few folks as well, which is already like which are already there in the organization. So there is one project called as our dynamic CLI for now. Like this is for the backend project. So let's say we have 104 star. So let's go to the session, like the issue page. So we have 21 issue that is already open. So if you want anything, like if you want that like some feature which can be implemented in dynamic CLI, please like create your issues from here, like click on that issues. So it will show up these three things. So what do you want to create? A documentation, a feature, or a proposal? So select any template and you will get your template, and you can fill your details and submit your issues. So you will see me like commenting on your issues as well. So these are the issues which are available. So if you want to be a moderator for the Oktoberfest, like most welcome. So you just click on that. Like I just posted that if you want to be a moderator, so just drop your email ID here. So if you are not comfortable with sharing your email, so you just have like a subject called as like be a moderator or something like this, or be you just send it to the my like our email, that is ping@iso.in. So that is the one thing. So if you don't want to moderator as a participant, so you can also participate as well. So these are the issues. So let's say I want to build, let's say, autocomplete feature. So I just go to that issue. I'll just explain that we need autocomplete feature for our dynamic to make it easier to use. So that is one. And also, where is that? Yeah. So for I already gave an example like how does it work, what is the end goal. So if I type dynamic, like in the end, like after completing the autocomplete feature, so it will show up something like this, dy, and it will pop up like this. So this is how it works after building this autocomplete feature. So for implementing that, what is autocomplete and how you will implement that autocomplete feature in Python. So I'll just refer to Python prompt kit. So if you go to this thing, so there are so many examples like similar to this, like print hello world, and it will show up these things. So we want that similar feature in our dynamic CLI. Just read the docs. If you find any difficulty, just comment down like on the same issues, and I'll reach out to you. And before that, before building the autocomplete feature, so that is dependent upon one issues, that is 125. So that is like if you want to make an autocomplete feature in the terminal, so you'll have to move that dynamic to a different shell. If you I'll show you one example. Let's say if I type git sum, so it will redirect to a different shell. So that shell is made by Zons. So we need that as well. We need that configuration in the dynamic as well before implementing that autocomplete feature as well. So we want that as well. So I did that issue as well. So first work on that issue, or maybe if somebody already work on that Zon cell, so please try to contribute to that. So what is Zons? Zons is basically, I just refer to the doc as well, the official doc of Zons. So it will create a Python powered shell, like your custom shell. So if you want to do anything in the terminal, maybe autocomplete, maybe something similar, or maybe something else, so it will support all the things like Linux, Windows, and Mac as well. Fedora, and also are also already there. So this is how you can set up, like how it will work. So you can read all the documentation. If you find any issues, you can comment down on the same issue. So how does it work? So I already gave an example, like refer to the first 1 second of the GIF. So if you type git sum, so it will. So if you type git sum, so for the first second it will redirect to this shell. So this is what I want to show you. Like this is a John cell. So you can try to integrate that as well. So that is dependent upon that issue. Like autocomplete is dependent upon this issue. So this is how it works. And moving to another issue. Let's say, so this is level 3. Let's say you don't know how to integrate the the autocomplete. I already gave a reference. Maybe still, like if you don't want to like if you haven't integrated this setting. Let's say you still like haven't integrated that thing as well before in your life, so maybe you can pick up some other issue. Let's say good first issue. So let's say add Windows guidelines in readme, so you can contribute to that as well. So it doesn't matter. So what is that? Basically our dynamic doesn't support Windows, because for Windows you need to install one thing called as WSL. So you can install WSL and then you can work on dynamic on Windows. So you can work on that issue, like maybe make a new MD file. Let's say windows.md, like windows setup.md, and make all the changes and make all the documentation there, and you can give a pull request. So I'll just review and accept it. So this is how you can pick up your like normal issues. So let's say I'm not a developer, I'm a designer. Like our organization is also helping designers as well. So let's say I want to contribute to the design part. So we have a tag called as design. So we just click on this issue, which is for the designers. So we need a dynamic CLI logo. If you want to contribute, please go ahead. So some of the contributors like Honey contributed that, like this is my dynamic logo. If you want, like you can try. So this is also one variation. And also like Honey is also like giving like few more variation, like this one, and this is also give one of the animated gif as well. So this is also good. So this is also Pranav, which is giving this Figma file, like a Figma logo. And also this is Ashok, as in this is giving one more dynamic CLI thing. So that is also good. So in the last, maybe in the end of October, we can choose one logo and we can give credits to all the developers which like who will contribute to our this thing. so we can give credits to that as well. And let's say, okay, let's pick up some other issue. Let's say if that is not under Hacktoberfest, so should it should will like it will get accepted under Hacktober or not? So you can just click on that, work on it, and you can just comment down. So please add a new label called as Hacktober accepted, or maybe you can also add, or maybe you can ask one of the moderator. So if you don't know who's moderator, you can just type one comment like please add one label. So I'll just add it. So let's say I just add it right now. So it is now attributed by Hacktober. So you can just add it as well. Second. Yep. So you can now add it as a Hacktober. And also other things as well, like add playbook to Notion as well, which I already show you, like the how the part is done. You can upload, like you can log into Notion, but you can't upload your things playbook to the Notion. So that is also there. If you want to work on, maybe join the conversation, so please do that as well. And also let's jump into some other issue. Let's say there is one more issue, like copy the code from Stack Overflow. So let's say if I do something similar, let's say dynamic hyphen s, let's say the same thing. I'll just type github and then github, and just wait for 1 second. Yep, so it will show up all the answers. So let's say if you want to copy this, so if you want to copy by manually, so we need one copy button or maybe something similar, so that we can copy that like this code as well. So that, because like most of the developer will copy the code like it's not like that, but still like they will copy some thing, like maybe they'll see like how does it work, and maybe try to replicate that part as well. So that is I want to say, because maybe I don't know Git, or then I'll try to replicate the same command in my local for testing purpose. Maybe that works, and I try to replicate that thing in my project as well. So you can that thing as well from the terminal. So we want that copy button. If you know like how to do that, please do that. Like please try to contribute. And we are trying to integrate that keyboard thing as well. If you see, I think there is one, yeah, keyboard binding as well. So what is that basically? Let's say if I type Control S in the terminal, so it will just save it to save the file. You don't have to type P for that, or maybe something similar. So we want that key binding as well. So if you want like how does it work, the key binding, so Pranav gave documentation as well for the key binding, like how does it work. So you can just look at it and like try to contribute. So that is good for issue, and that is for the enhancement of the dynamic CLI. So these are the open issues as well. So let's say how I can convey my message to everyone. So there is one thing called as discussion. Just click on that, add a new discussion, or maybe join the previous discussion as well. So let's say cross-platform support. So let's say Dynamic is not supported by Windows. What will I do? How will I install it? So like I think some of you gave like one of the yeah, some of the things, like it is due to some package called as Terminos. Maybe you can try to install the WSL part for the Windows. So that will work, and it doesn't take much time. So it will just take 2 or 3 minutes to install that its external thing, and it will work. And you can see all the issues there in the for the Windows as well. So people already gave answer like how you can install that in Windows, because you have to install one thing called as WSL. So let's say you jump into another discussion called as ISF blog, and you try to contribute to ISF blog as well. So there is some folks as well which contribute to like write an article on dynamic, or maybe on ISF, maybe on open source, and they will ask like how ISF will help or something similar. If you want, you can like go ahead and make your own blog as well, and you can just post it, and I'll just post on our social as well, so that everyone get credit. And if you want to discuss something else, uh, let's say I want to implement that feature. Before that, before creating the issues, I want to discuss it with the folks which are available or maybe which are contributing to dynamic CLI. You can just create a like new discussion, add a category, maybe like the general one, and maybe the idea, maybe the Q&A, or maybe show and tell, like I want to show like this and I want to tell like something like this, do this. So you can also do that and create the start the discussion as well. So it will start the discussion, and most probably somebody will reply definitely. If not, I'll reply, or most of the moderator are really very active on the community, so they will definitely apply, and you can also sort that as well. Like if you want to see general topic as well, so you will see general. So if you want to see ideas, you will see ideas. So this is how it works. So let's say if you are a developer but not a backend one, so you don't want to contribute to dynamic CLI. If you want to contribute to something else, let's say front end, so what will you do? I already told you can contribute to dynamic as a backend, or maybe contribute if you know Python. So this is a Python based project. So if you don't know Python, maybe you can learn or maybe try to contribute, because that is really, really simple. That doesn't take much time or something similar. But if you want to contribute something else, let's say on front end. So if I only want to contribute to front end this October, so we can also help that as well. So we are trying to building that dynamic front end. So what is dynamic front end is so you already see the dynamic in the terminal. We want the similar website as well, so that we can represent our dynamic CLI to the community. So I already gave some other example. Let's say ZSS is also there for the terminal. So let's say this is the dynamic logo, and maybe you can replicate that as well. Same, not the same replication, because that will cause some issue. Or you can try to implement, or maybe try to make a home page, or maybe designers can make the home page, or maybe mockups, or maybe some mobile design, or maybe anything. Or front end can make the design. Let's say this is a GIF which is there in the dynamic, so you can add that as well. What is dynamic, and some small introduction to dynamic and how to install. Just click on it and it will redirect to a page which will readme. So this is how it works. What is dynamic, maybe you can add that as well. So we want one static page, not a dynamic one. We don't want any backend. We don't want to create a DB or something like similar. So you can just create one simple home page, and you can try to contribute to that as well. So if you want to contribute to that in any language, maybe React, maybe any framework, maybe React, maybe Angular, maybe Vue, or maybe you can use some thing called as templating, maybe WordPress, or maybe something else. So anything is welcome. We haven't uh, you just have to make it simple, clean, like one page. So we already created the issues like front end framework bits setup. Let's say you want to create that in Vue, so you can create that in Vue. So if you want to create that in React, so you can also create that in React as well. So we want a dynamic CLI homepage. So if you want to create that, we want a homepage. So maybe one contributor reply like, "Hi there, may I know on the issues and create a homepage is a static website generator." That is something else. So that he can also contribute to that as well, and generate a static website for the dynamic front end, or maybe try to deploy with some other branch. So that will work. So we don't want to be dependent upon one thing. So you can try to implement that in any language, any framework. So most welcome. So these are things which are already there in the dynamic. So if you are a designer, if you are following some 100 days of code, or maybe 100 days of design, so we have a one repo called as iOS design, and you can see some of the contributors is already contribute, eight of the contributors is already contributed to that. So some of the thing called as iOS logo. So one of the contributor will give our logo. If you see our logo, so that was given by one of our contributors, that is Isat Zara. So that is from, I think, Nigeria. So that contribute to our dynamic logo. So and you can also contribute to any illustration, maybe do something else like 100 days of design. And if you want to learn some Git as well, side by side, you can learn Git as well. So you can learn Git as well. So where was that? So you can learn Git as well. So try to uh, you can say push your all the things, all the illustration on this thing, and we will try to make one gallery as well, so that we can represent your all the SVGs, all the logos as well, which you implement, maybe mockups or maybe mobile mockups, anything. So this is the one for the designers as well. So if you want to contribute something else, let's say design a dynamic logo that I already show. if you don't want to contribute that logo or maybe design something else which is not related to community, so you can push that in the ISO design, so that we will, so let's say if that is really very good, so we'll try to like display that in the dynamic gallery, maybe not the dynamic gallery, maybe something else like gallery. So that is the one. So if you want how to get started, we have a getting started guide, like guidelines as well. So you can go to that as well. You can have a readme, you have a code of conduct, you have a contact, you have a improvement, and you have a programming.md. You can see anything like how will I program, how will I use, what is the things which we are using. So you can see that as well. So that is the code of conduct. You can see code of conduct, like this is a be respectful. So if you see any issues, maybe somebody is not respectful or anything else, so if you want to like share with us, do like shoot a mail at ping@isa.in. We already gave the email, I think somewhere else in the readme. So if you want to like report any issues from your side, so please go ahead and report. I think this is all about IOSF. This is all about Dynamics CLI. This is how you can contribute to Dynamics CLI. And I think we can get some more questions from your side as well. So, if you guys have any questions or anything else, so please do drop it down in the chat, or maybe you can speak. Please go ahead.